NBA 2K is in a crisis. If you just look at online reviews, you think NBA 2K25 is the worst game in franchise history. From the RNG shooting to the horrendous pack odds, it seems like every community within 2K has something to complain about in this game. With the franchise at a crossroads, is there anything that 2K can do to change online perception? Or are they destined for self-destruction? Find out by the end of this video, as we identify 5 major changes 2K desperately needs to save NBA 2K26. And the last one will completely blow your mind. So smash that like button, put away those slingshots, because it's time to get right into it. Starting out with probably the most obvious thing is the gameplay. The foundation of any great game is of course the gameplay. And I think we can all agree that NBA 2K25 has some of the most rage-inducing gameplay of all time. Look at the ball! Warm through my hands! But while the majority of Twitter is in Mike Wang's DMs, ultimately every gameplay issue that we face could be summed up nicely into one word: control. Doesn't matter if it's shooting, slashing, defense, input delay. There's a significant amount of NBA 2K25 where my player feels completely out of control, which made frustrating gameplay styles like L2 cheesing and pick and roll the norm. So whether it's pro play, the new dribbling system, optimize NBA 2K26 so that users have more control over their gameplay experience. Now, to be honest, I could probably spend the entire video talking about this topic alone, but I'll spare y'all and save that for another video, because right now 2K faces an even bigger problem. Number 4, unified accounts. Playing NBA 2K is expensive, and while builds have gotten cheaper over time to make, the burden of entry in MyCareer and MyTeam is still extremely high. But if we gonna be honest for a second, microtransactions are prevalent in almost every game today. Marvel Rivals releases a new skin every week. Almost every multiplayer game I know has a Fortnite style battle pass. And don't even get me started on them shark cards in GTA Online. So what makes NBA 2K's microtransactions so different? In my opinion, it's the longevity. It's easy to justify investing into skin when they're gonna be available for multiple years. And while 2K24 introduced crossplay, which is a huge step in the right direction, it's time for 2K to be fully thrust into the future of modern gaming. So moving forward, 2K needs to create a one unified 2K account that will service all platforms, including mobile. I'm talking shared wallets for transferable VC, builds and MyTeams being shared across all platforms, including mobile, shared closets for cosmetics with an ecosystem that 2K can control, the ability to buy MyTeam points in the game, and giving back to the community with creator codes, especially for the community builds that are already in game. Now, if they really want to be the GOAT, they can go ahead and lower those VC prices. Let's be honest, corporations are gonna corporate, and everybody is about their bottom dollar. So at the very least, add consumer convenience. This makes the experience of investing money into the game way more bearable. But bringing 2K into the modern era goes beyond just unifying the accounts. To truly step into the new age of gaming, 2K has to implement this next change. At number 3, we have a ranked mode revamp. I don't know if anybody told you this, but gaming has gone completely mainstream. Not only is it the most profitable entertainment industry in the world, but now gaming tournaments are worth millions of dollars. Kids can get full ride scholarships to college just for being good at a video game. And the internet's biggest personalities built their platforms on the foundation of gaming in their bedrooms. Needless to say, being the sweat has kind of turned into a badge of honor. And at level 1 of any sweat starter pack is grinding that game's ranked mode. But in NBA 2K25, their ranked system felt wholly unfulfilling. In MyCareer's proving grounds, the leaderboards were filled with dashers for most of the year. The legend race is based wholly on engagement instead of skill. And in MyTeam, people pause so they can boot out skilled players in King of the Court. And don't even get me started on Play Now's team restrictions that makes playing ranked unbearable at times. 2K's first attempt at ranked was a valiant effort, but in 2K26, it's time to take it to the next level. Add exclusive free cosmetics, skins, and banners for reaching higher ranks that rotate every single season, with a bigger VC reward and rep boost. There's no reason why Pro-Am should be getting a bigger payout than Proving Grounds. Speaking of Pro-Am, it's time to go ahead and combine that into Proving Grounds. Similar to how Rec has a squad and no squad store, with the caveat of adding private matchmaking so that Pro-Am leagues can continue on. Now you stay sweats are probably gonna hate me for what I'm about to say next. So before y'all go dragging my body through these 2K streets in the comments, I beg y'all at least try to hear me out for this next part. And keep in mind, my goal is to have all the competitive runs in one space. So with that being said, it's time to go ahead and lay the stage to rest. I know, it's heartbreaking, but look, all they need to do is add an option to wager before each game, but this new Proving Ground stage competitive mode needs to all have the best ballers in one place. And to be honest, I'm trying to get gambling out of video games anyway. But if you really want to prove you the best, you gotta have somewhere to show it, and that's where leaderboards come in. Prove your crew is really the best with updated leaderboards, with tier prizes for reaching certain ranks. And with all these different modes, they are cosmetic rewards only. Ranked modes by design are built for bragging rights, not to get a competitive advantage over the next player, declaring to the rest of the 2K community that I'm better than you. And therefore, grinding rank should be the ultimate in peacocking. I'm talking body mods, animated banners like we had in 2K22, crazy helmets, character skins, big head mods, all available to be grind in this mode only. We need that exclusivity for cosmetics back in NBA 2K, because the mascots ain't cutting it. But in order to fully commit to grinding ranked across all modes, 2K gotta implement this next step. At number 2, we have combining the rep race. If you hadn't noticed, everything we've mentioned up to this point is about improving the consumer experience. And it's clear as day from playing the game that NBA 2K wants you to play multiple modes. Just look at the advertisements for MyTeam cards when they drop when you load up MyCareer. Or the fact that one of the most beloved parks in 2K history is the backdrop for Triple Threat Park in MyTeam in Rivet City. So if that's the ultimate goal for 2K, to have you stay on their game and play any mode, why not combine the progress to becoming a 2K legend? For the first time, 2K added rep into MyTeam this year. But if you play multiple modes like myself, it's incredibly difficult to rep up in each one. Put it into perspective, I played this game for over 1,000 hours and I'm only a vet 2 in MyCareer. So in 2K26, I propose 2K implement one road to legend. Regardless of the method or mode you play, progress should be made toward that goal. As you rep up, you receive rewards in both MyCareer and MyTeam. And before y'all write y'all comment, I'ma already say, delete it.
Oh, what about the legend race and top 10? I don't want a MyCareer or MyTeam guy. We wanna know who beats their first in every mode.
Well, remember when I said 2K needed to update their leaderboards? Yeah, this is exactly why. Track the top reps for each mode. Give out logos and keep them refreshed. Even though in my opinion it needs to be expanded, it's already done, just keep the combined rep race. Because the grind in NBA 2K is not building your player up or building your team up. It's mostly playing the game online. So make that process as convenient as possible. But even this change pales in comparison to this final change that NBA 2K needs to make before 2K26. And I promise you, it's not what you think. Okay, maybe it is. Number 1, add female my players to the game. 2K, it's about time. And I could spend the rest of the video reminding you guys why NBA 2K's future is female, or highlighting the rapid growth in the WNBA, or how it's wholly unrealistic to not see any female hoopers in the city. But I'm gonna go ahead and spare y'all and instead spend the rest of this video taking a new approach into why it's important for NBA 2K to streamline the MyCareer experience. Hey, Professor Boomy, run the tape. Welcome to Technology 101, the show where I teach you 2K noobs what technology does, so y'all will stop sending dumb suggestions to Mike Wayne. Today's lesson is in storage. The community has a million things that they want to add to NBA 2K. Female my players, IRL basketball courts, celebrity skins, and more. But these things takes up space. And what if 2K can reallocate? Professor Boomy, that's too big of a word for Elmo. Okay, my bad. can optimize. It's still too big. Really? They don't know that word either? Okay.
Check this out, though. First of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect.
Can reuse existing space for the new things that we want without giving up things that we already got. That's where female My Players come in. Instead of the W being its own separate space, why not streamline all of those stories into one MyCareer experience? Streamline My NBA and the W into just one My Eras mode to allow people to truly go crazy with their imagined league experiences. Instead of having separate modes for each, everything operates off of one simple engine, which then should free up some of the space to allow the things that we actually want, like WNBA players in my team, like a rotating park in MyCareer every season, like a My Team rec mode. Heck, they can even bring back all-star teaming. The possibilities are truly endless. But this whole process starts with NBA 2K adding female My Players with no restriction. And for us, the 2K community, to abandon this quest for extreme realism out the window. Because at the end of the day, NBA 2K is a video game and everybody should be able to play the game the way they want. So if you want to know more reason why NBA 2K's future is female, tap the video on the screen. And on that note, I'ma see y'all in that one. Good night.